everyone, my name is Camille and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a book unboxing and haul. So I've bought a good handful of books recently. I've come into some money from doing some odd jobs and it was just recently the holidays, so I splurged a little bit and I want to unbox all my packages with you guys. So let's get into it. First up, I got this beautiful copy of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. So right now the paperback is not out in the US and I don't really like the hardcover edition, so I got this one from Blackwell's UK and it is absolutely stunning. I love it so much. So as you can see, there's a little pound sign there, and yeah, here's what it looks like. And it's got this really cool rainbow on the inside flaps. And yeah, I'm super happy that I got this. And now we have 4 different packages to open and I don't know which is which. So let's just start with this one. I'm gonna try not to show you guys my address. Okay, it's nice and bubble wrapped. Oh, okay, so here we have Someone Who Will Love You in All Your Damaged Glory by Raphael Bob Waxberg. This is the paperback edition, and I'm oh my gosh, I never realized that there were little drawings in this. I listened to this on audio. That would be really cool to check out. I want to reread this and annotate it because it's a bunch of little short stories. So yeah, I'm really excited that I got this. Next up, I have this nice purple one. Oh, I ripped the packaging. Oh my god, that's adorable! They put it in little heart bubble wrapping. That's so cute. Oh, and they put a little fruity mini burger on there. That's why I love shopping from Pango Books, because they always add little fun things like stickers and stuff. It's so cute. And this is, let's see, this one is wrapped up nice and tight. I want to keep this wrapping paper. Oh, and it's in paper too. This was extremely well wrapped. Here we have Parachutes by Kelly Yang. And I'm sure you guys won't be too surprised about these if you watch my book shopping video, but yeah, I'm also really excited that I got this. I read this about a year or two ago and it was at the library and I love this book. I really think that more people should read it. It's really good. This next one is also in yellow packaging, and let's see what's in here. Oh, okay. So here we have got Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, and somebody was selling this for $5 on Pango, and I know that people are gonna buy this for like $40, so I snatched that up. Personally, I'm not a Throne of Glass fan, but I saw that this was one of the original covers, and I know that they're worth a lot of money, so that's what I got this one for. Our last book is in a reused Amazon package, so this might take me a little while to open. And there's another Pango address on here. That's fine. Reuse your boxes, guys. Okay, and last up, here we have all packed up in this nice paper. Full Metal Alchemist. I am so excited to have this. It is a tiny bit banged up on the edges, but that just means that it's well loved. This is a 3-in-1 with the first 3 volumes of the manga in it, and these are much more convenient for collecting as far as price and just size goes, because this is what a normal volume looks like. and it says on the back of this one that is $10, and this is $15 for 3 books, so that's a great deal. They actually put some stickers in here. I don't know if you can see them, but I'll show them to you guys. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, they gave me one that says, "Go on." That's really cute. They sent me a 4th wing sticker. It says, "There's nowhere in existence you could go that I wouldn't find you violence." That's hilarious. This looks like another 4th wing sticker, and it says, "Obstinate, headstrong girl." I'm gonna look up what that's a reference to. Oh, that's a Pride and Prejudice reference. That's great. I'm actually planning to read that book really soon. Next up, I got Barracoon by Zora Neale Hurston. I found this one in a little library. It's in great condition. And this is about a survivor of the Clotilda, the last slaver known to have made the transatlantic journey. So he was illegally brought to the United States and enslaved 50 years after the slave trade was outlawed. So this seems like a really interesting book. It seems to be nonfiction, and I'm always trying to diversify my reading taste, so I'm going to try to get to this one pretty soon. Next up, I got The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. This was at a library sale. I got this for 50 cents. This is a Book of the Month hardcover, and I actually already have a copy of this in paperback, but I just love the hardcover, and I really want to reread this year. This is one of my favorite historical fictions, and it's about the Spanish Civil War. So, tourists and foreign businessmen flood into Spain under the welcoming promise of sunshine and wine. Among them is 18-year-old Daniel Matheson, the son of an oil tycoon. And he meets Anna, who works at the hotel. And she is under the very oppressive regime in Spain at the time. And he is a photographer, and he wants to try and figure out what's really going on. So it's a love story between the two, and also gives a lot of detail about true events that happened during that time. Next up, we have Choke by Chuck Palahniuk. So I've read Fight Club and I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to check out some more of his books, so also got this one for 50 cents. Victor Mancini is a medical school dropout with a problem. He needs to pay for elder care for his mother, who's got Alzheimer's, so he comes up with the perfect scam, pretending to choke in upscale restaurants and getting saved by fellow diners who, feeling responsible for Victor's life, offer him financial support. So this seems really interesting. Seems like he's a con man, and I'm very excited to see how this goes. Next up, we have House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. So, I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this, but this is essentially a mixed media, I think it's kind of a horror story, and it's got a bunch of different kinds of fonts and footnotes, and it's just very, very interesting. And I've heard that it's very hard to read and will take a long time, but I'm super interested to see what will happen, and it seems like a super interesting book. Let me read you the synopsis. So this focuses on a young family that moves into a small home on Ash Tree Lane where they discover something terribly wrong. Their house is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. So I don't think I'm going to say any more because I've heard that it's really easy to give spoilers for this. And yeah, maybe I'll make a reading vlog of me reading this because it is absolutely massive. Last up, we have Sadie by Courtney Summers. So I've heard really good things about this book. I heard that the audiobook is really good, but this was $1, and if I really like the audiobook, then I might as well keep this for annotating and just having in my collection. So this is a thriller, and when popular radio personality Wes McCrae receives a desperate phone call from a stranger imploring him to find 19-year-old runaway Sadie Hunter, he's not convinced there's a story there. Girls go missing all the time. But as soon as Wes' boss discovers Sadie fled home after the brutal murder of her little sister Maddie, he sees the makings of something big and orders Wes to the small town of Cold Creek, Colorado to uncover what happened. So I believe this is a YA thriller, and like I said, I've heard really good things about it. So yeah, I'm super excited to read this. We got a package with another book, so let's open this up. By the way, I do not buy from Amazon. People just like to repackage their Pango books in Amazon packages. They put a lot of tape on this. Okay, we got our little puffies, and oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is an adorable way to wrap your book. And they put little washi tape on it and stuff too. Looks like there's a little card. Thank you for your order. I hope you enjoy the book. Happy holidays, from Emily. Okay, let's open this up. I should take a page out of these people's books and start wrapping my books all fancy. Look at that. What have we got? Oh, yes. We have got The Silent Patient. And this seems to be in very good condition. Does seem to be a little bit of sticker residue right there, but I can definitely get that off. Oh, and a random note card for some reason. Yeah, I'm really happy that I got this. I read this a while ago, but I really wanted to have it on my shelf, so yeah, super excited that I have this. Hi everyone, it's me from about 1 week in the future, and I've just acquired some more books, so I wanted to tell you guys about them. So first up, we have The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, and this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition with the sprayed edges. So I found this in a little free library, which is crazy to me. It's in super good condition. It's not really beat up around the edges or anything like that, and the sprayed edges still look really nice. There are a few pen marks in random places, but I really don't mind. I've been wanting to read this book for a while, and it seems really interesting to me, and I have been reading less queer literature than I've been wanting to recently, so this will be a good one. So I'm just going to read you guys a little bit of the back so you know what it's about. Linus Baker is a by-the-book caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and old records for company. But his quiet life is about to change. Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment to travel to an orphanage on a distant island and determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous, in fact, that they're likely to bring about the end of days. So yeah, that's what this seems to be about. It seems really interesting to me, so I'm excited to get into this. And so the rest of this stack is books that my boyfriend got for me for Christmas. He took me to a bookstore and let me spend a certain amount of money, so I got a lot of books that I've really been wanting to get. So first up, we have Bloom by Kevin Panetta. I actually have not read this, but I've heard really good things about it, and I really like owning my own graphic novels. There's just something about it that's really nice to me. So yeah, this seems to be in really good condition. It does have a little library sticker, but it's not that big of a deal. Let me read a little bit of this to you. Now that high school is over, Ari is dying to move to the big city with his ultra-hip band, if he can just persuade his dad to let him quit his job at their struggling family bakery. Though he loved working there as a kid, Ari cannot fathom a life wasting away over rising dough and hot ovens. But while interviewing candidates for his replacement, Ari meets Hector, an easygoing guy who loves baking as much as Ari wants to escape it. As they become closer over batches of bread, love is ready to bloom. That is, if Ari doesn't ruin everything. So I'm a big baker, and this just sounds so adorable, and I'm really excited to read it. Next up is another book that I have not read yet, but I've heard really good things about, and this is called Does My Body Offend You? By Mayra Cuevas, and I think it's pronounced Marie Marquardt? I'm not sure about that one. This is about 2 girls that live in Florida, and one of them goes braless after a bad sunburn, and the school administration humiliates her into covering up. And another girl sees this happen, and she wants to fight back against the school. So it's about these 2 girls who are going against the dress code and trying to make change. And I really like the idea of that. I got dress coded in middle school, and it was super dumb, and there's just always been issues with that. And I'm really excited to read a whole book about it because I think there might be some interesting points that I've never learned about before. Next up, we have the first 2 books in the Brown Sisters trilogy. I have Act Your Age Eve Brown over here, but I didn't have the other ones, so here they are. This one is about Chloe and Red, and Chloe wants to get a life, so she wants to go out and do a bunch of adventurous things, but she's also chronically ill, which makes it a lot harder. So her and her sisters have a very, very rich family, so they are just trying to kind of break out of that mold and find out what it means to be themselves without all that money and basically being trust fund babies. And so she meets Red, who's her neighbor, and their apartments are right across from each other, and he seems to be a very rebellious bad boy who has tattoos and drives a motorcycle and stuff. So she enlists him to help her get a life. So I've already read this, but I really want to annotate it as well as the whole rest of the series. Next up we have Take a Hint, Danny Brown. So this is about Danny, who's another one of the Brown sisters, and Zephyr, who's a security guard. So Danny is a PhD student, and Zephyr is a security guard at her school, and Danny does not want romance. I believe she's pansexual, which is really awesome, but she thinks that romantic relationships are really draining, and she just wants to focus on her studying. But Zephyr is a former rugby player, and when he carries her out of a building in a workplace fire drill gone wrong, it goes viral on the internet. And so they decide to fake date to appease the fans. And I'm guessing you know where it goes from there. And last but not least, we have One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. So I read this probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and I really enjoyed it, but I really want to reread it. I love Casey McQuiston's books, and now I have this book and Red, White, and Royal Blue, so I'm really happy about that, and I'm super excited for the new book that's coming. So this is about August, who moved to New York City after college, and she meets a girl on the train named Jane, and she's her subway crush. And as you can see, Jane kind of looks like an old school punk rocker, but apparently she's actually displaced in time from the 1970s, and August is going to try to help her solve this issue. So I'm a big fan of like time travel tropes or like Groundhog Day kind of stuff. Like I'm currently rereading See You Yesterday by Rachel Lynn Solomon, and I love it so much, and I really enjoyed this one too. So I want to look for more books like this because I really like concepts like these in my books. So yeah, I'm super excited about all of these books that I got, and I can't wait to put them on my shelves, even though I'm pretty sure these are all full, but I can make room. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you later.